It's time to see how much of Paris we can see in 12 hours. Why are we doing this? Hotels are way too expensive to the Olympics. So let's get a gold medal in touring today. 6:01 train from London to Paris. Quite early. About to go see the Olympics. Eurostar train to London in the Chunnel. Enjoying a biscuit.
Don't flush babies down the toilet.
We just passed through the Channel Tunnel, better known as the Chunnel, which links England to France. The tunnel stretches over 31 miles, making it one of the longest railway tunnels in the world. Nearly 24 miles of it runs beneath the English Channel. The Chunnel isn't just one tunnel, it's actually three. There are two main railway tunnels, one for trains traveling towards France, and one for trains heading back to England. Between them is a smaller service tunnel used for maintenance. The tunnel officially opened in 1994. We just arrived in Gare du Nord. The timer started, so let's see if we can find some croissants. Didn't have to walk too far to find this place. I just arrived in Paris, got off the train, about to try some Bara, the first croissant of France. Fantastic croissant. It's light, really flaky, extremely buttery. Extremely delicious. Probably one of the best croissants I've had. Might be like 9-ish, 10-ish. Pain au chocolat. Oh. Delicious chocolate, so many layers, ultra flaky crust. This place is fantastic. Give it about a 9. Just walking downstairs. It's pretty cool. Must be some library. That wasn't enough croissants to satisfy my ravenous croissant hunger. Let's follow these locals and see if we can find another croissant stop. Looks like the locals led us to Union Bakery. We got a big selection to choose from. Let's ask our handsome tour guide to see how they taste. How are they, Colin? I'm at Union Paris, about to have a croissant. Looks extremely flaky. Ooh. Really light. Decently buttery. Pretty solid croissant. I gave it a 8. 8.5. We'll try the pain au chocolat. Also looks mini layered, extremely flaky. Pretty good. The chocolate isn't wonderful on this one, but I mean the pastry is pretty awesome. Give it about a 7. Here we have a beautiful statue in the center of the road. Getting very cultured, very cultured. Glad to see it, glad to see it. Coming up on the Moulin Rouge. Who knows if we can handle that decadence and debauchery of the Moulin Rouge? We don't have any time to stop, so I guess we'll have to do a little drive-by. Alright, and there we go. We got credit for visiting it. We're making good progress on this tour. Au revoir, Moulin Rouge. Now we're passing by some nice French architecture. Another beautiful building we got here. Wish I could check it out more, but don't have time. This cafe has some beautiful flowers on the roof. Now I think I see one of the most famous sights in all of Paris. Let's get closer. I was blown away by the Arc de Triomphe. It was so much bigger than I anticipated. It wasn't too crowded on this Olympic day. On the other side of the arc, they had the Olympic symbol. Let's check out the next site. We finally made it to the most popular monument in the city, the Eiffel Tower. That monument gets endlessly destroyed in every single disaster movie. First, we have to walk across a bridge to make it there. Halfway across the bridge, we ran into a very popular photo spot. A little more underground on this channel, don't have as cool of lighting equipment. If you zoom into the tower, you can see the Olympic rings on it. Pretty festive addition. On the way to the Eiffel Tower, there were a couple stadiums. We had to sign up early for tickets to the Eiffel Tower. We had tickets on the elevator. First, we had to wait at the base. It took a little bit for our time slot to come up. The views from the base are amazing. Don't worry, the waiting area has plenty of bathrooms. The local wildlife also enjoyed waiting with us. When it was finally our time slot, we hopped in line. The wait wasn't too bad as we hopped on the elevator soon. Once on the elevator, you're treated to wonderful views of the city. Although this water does look kinda nasty, it's all green. Can hardly tell it apart from the grass. The second floor observation deck was my personal favorite. It's about 377 feet high. You have an amazing view of Paris from up here. You can spot the Seine River, the Louvre, Notre-Dame, Sacré-Cœur, Arc de Triomphe, just to name a few. The level's also home to the famous Jules Verne restaurant, a Michelin-star dining experience, which we did not try. It's because we're checking out the awesome Olympic volleyball. Don't tell the Olympic Committee that we recorded this footage. Life's a beach, Olympics. There's a lot more room to move around on the second floor rather than the summit. I had to put my phone camera to the test on recording this footage. I could barely see the volleyball players from the Eiffel Tower. After all this eavesdropping was done, I returned to checking out the second floor. All this sightseeing is making me hungry, so I think it's about time to resupply. On the Eiffel Tower, first floor, second floor. I'm not sure how high it is. It's pretty high up already, but we got some Pierre Hermé macaroons. It's really soft. Kind of tastes a little like rosé. It's really winey, quite delicious macaroon. I don't know, I might give it an 8. What's that? Caramel macaroon. It's smooth, creamy, light, quite delicious. Have another macaroon, a random flavor. Oh, this one's passion fruit. It's quite fruity, it's delicious. It might be my favorite one, pistachio. It's pretty solid, not as good as the rest. It might be like a 7, but macaroons are fantastic. Time to take the elevator to the summit of the Eiffel Tower. Here's a bunch of people I don't know. This view in the elevator is awesome. Hanging out on the top of the Eiffel Tower. We got the champagne tickets. We're the only one left, so I had to upgrade to the rosé. Looks beautiful up here. The cage is way more intense than the second floor. They put it like completely above us. The other one, at least you could take pictures of unblocked, but up here, it's really intense. They don't let us climb out at all, sadly. But I mean, why would you want to? It's such a good view. Time to say one last goodbye to the top of the Eiffel Tower and continue our tour. The Eiffel Tower Park had a bunch of people just lounging around. It's time to leave all these lazy tourists behind. Now we're hurrying up to our next stop. Paris is widely known as the fashion capital of the world. Now it's time to get cultured and visit a fashion museum. After a quick Olympic speed walk, we made it to the Dior Museum. The entrance fee was pretty reasonable, around like 15 euros. Right near the entrance, you're greeted to a stunning view of rainbow Dior merchandise. The museum layout was one of the most unique museums that I've ever been to. Instead of every exhibit being separate, you essentially just walk one way in one direction. The path through the museum takes you through every single room, without missing any exhibits. The museum not only celebrates Christian Dior, it also celebrates every creative director who shaped the brand after him. Visitors can admire creations by Yves Saint Laurent, Marc Bowen, Jean-Franco Fair, John Galliano, Raf Simons, and Maria Grazia Chiori. Each designer brought a unique vision while preserving Dior's unmistakable elegance. One of the biggest takeaways from this museum is just how much work goes into these dresses. Many gowns require hundreds or even thousands of hours of hand embroidery. Some dresses feature thousands of beads, sequins, feathers, and individually sewn embellishments. Standing just inches away from these garments gives you an entirely new appreciation for the craftsmanship behind luxury fashion. Christian Dior's influence extends far beyond clothing. His fashion house became a global luxury empire known for handbags, perfumes, jewelry, cosmetics, and accessories. Despite its worldwide success, everything still traces back to this Paris address. It's remarkable to think that one small fashion house changed the way the world dressed. If you're visiting, you gotta bring your camera. Nearly every room feels like an art installation. From colorful walls filled with gowns to dramatic lighting and elegant displays, the museum is incredibly photogenic without feeling overcrowded. Tickets should be reserved online in advance because the timed entries often sell out. The museum is generally open from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. and is closed on Tuesdays. Last admission is generally around 5:30 p.m. I would plan on spending about 1 to 2 hours exploring the galleries at a comfortable pace. Even if you're not a fashion enthusiast, the Christian Dior Museum was very captivating. It's part museum, part work of art, part journey through nearly 80 years of creativity and innovation. I'm here outside of Napoleon's tomb. It's an extremely gigantic building in Paris. Napoleon, of course, one of the greatest generals ever. He's known for being really short, even though he was just normal size back then, like 5'7" or 5'8". I mean, in 2022, that's really short, though. He probably wouldn't get a date nowadays. I'm at Napoleon's Cafe, trying to see how he feeds his armies. It's pretty good baguette, ham and cheese. Quite exceptional. Might give it a 7.
Or are you just hungry?
I could just be hungry. And then we have some melted chicken and cheese on a ciabatta roll, looks like. Not bad. Maybe a 6. Not as good as the good old ham and cheese. Now, here's our weird bottle caps that never detach. Must be some European rule. It makes it harder to get the cap back on. I guess at least you don't lose it. As you enter the complex, it's hard not to notice the magnificent golden dome towering above the skyline. The real masterpiece waits beneath it. Visitors are met with an unforgettable sight. A giant red stone sarcophagus resting at the center of the room. Many people are surprised by its enormous size. Napoleon famously wasn't a tall man. He stood about 5'6", which was average height for his time. His tomb was designed to reflect the monumental impact he had on France and Europe. In 1799, he seized power in a coup and eventually crowned himself Emperor of France in 1804. His armies conquered much of Europe. While Napoleon is best known for his military campaigns, his influence extended far beyond the battlefield. He introduced the Napoleonic Code, a legal system that emphasized equality before the law, property rights, and religious freedoms. Many countries still base part of their legal systems on these principles today. He also reformed education, modernized government administration, established the Bank of France, and invested in roads, bridges, and infrastructure. These lasting reforms remain an important part of his legacy. Napoleon's success couldn't last forever. In 1812, he invaded Russia with an army of more than 600,000 soldiers. The campaign became one of history's greatest military disasters. Harsh weather, disease, starvation, and constant attacks devastated the French army. Only a fraction of the soldiers returned home. Following additional defeats, Napoleon was forced to abdicate in 1814 and was exiled to the island of Elba. Remarkably, he escaped in less than a year and returned to France. He then reclaimed power for a brief period known as the 100 Days. Napoleon's return ended with one of history's most famous battles. In June 1815, he faced the British and Prussian forces at the Battle of Waterloo in present-day Belgium. After a long day of fighting, Napoleon suffered a decisive defeat. He surrendered shortly afterwards and was exiled again. This time, he was exiled to the remote island of St. Helena in the South Atlantic Ocean, which he never escaped. Napoleon died there in 1821 at the age of 51. After that beautiful mausoleum, it's time to go to our next historic Paris site. This site famously has a movie named after it. Bells of Notre-Dame. Here at Notre-Dame in Paris, France. Sadly, it's closed to the sender. They had some construction people running around. We're hoping it was open. I thought it was temporarily open recently, but I guess not. Still looks beautiful, though, from the outside, even without seeing it. And I guess other people said it's overrated inside, so it's all right. Oh, it's a sweet new Paris mascot, a red blob. Now we're checking out some of the most beautiful stained glass windows in the world. This chapel's hidden from the main streets of Paris. In Sainte-Chapelle, Paris. Looking at the stained glass windows, have 11,000 scenes depicted on approximately like 15 large windows. Probably the prettiest stained glass windows anywhere in the world. Extremely colorful, different style designs on each part. Sainte-Chapelle was built between 1242 and 1248 by King Louis IX. It was built to house some of Christianity's most treasured relics like the crown of thorns, which was believed to have been worn by Jesus during the crucifixion. The crown of thorns, however, is no longer there. On the windows, they contain over 1,100 individual biblical scenes. They tell stories from Genesis all the way to the book of Revelation. Remarkably, nearly 2/3 of the original 13th century glass has survived. Depending on the weather and the time of day, the colors constantly change, making every visit unique. It's no surprise that this is one of the most beautiful interiors anywhere in Europe. One of the highlights is the spectacular rose window. It measures nearly 30 feet across. Now that we're done all the site touring, we'll have to go grab a quick drink at one of the top bars in Paris before we have to head back to London. I'm at Cambridge Public House in Paris. It's number 38 on World's Best Bars. About to try a random cocktail. Forgot what I ordered. I knew it had some clarified stuff in it. What is it? It's second page. Oh, it's Miziki New. It's basically tzatziki in a glass. Ooh, it's delicious. It's really light, sweet, flavorful, easy to drink. Comes with some sticky cracker. It's kind of strange. Pretty damn good. Probably about a 9. And then we have Jerome's Daiquiri. Ooh, it's really good. Fruity, light, not like overly strong, bitter. About 8.5. We have the cheese of the day and the bread. Try their homemade jam. Ooh, interesting. Strange tasting bread. It tastes really fresh. Extremely fresh. Jam's pretty solid too. Homemade jam. I give about an 8. I like it a lot. Some French cheese. Kind of like a Gouda. Really good cheese. Give about an 8. Pretty solid. We just got the pork appetizer with some horseradish in the middle. Feels like some cured pork. It's really good pork. It's light, smoky. I don't know, give about 7.5. Pretty solid. Now we have the chicken pot pie. My 3 favorite things. Whoa. Interesting. It's really soupy. Soupier than like a Stouffer's pot pie. The chicken tastes really fresh. I don't know, it's really just like clean tasting. Homemade. Give it about an 8. Really good. I have second round of cocktails. I'm supposed to taste this. Oh, really light, sweet, really fruity. Kind of has a little bitterness, like it's almost like Campari. Pretty decent. I give it about a 7. And this is some weird version of a Bloody Mary. Ooh, that's really good. It's not very like tomatoey, but it has the flavor. Give that about an 8.5. I like that a lot. Now it's time to stop at one last pastry place before we head back on the train to London. Got a lot of good selection we'll try out and taste on the train. Sad to leave this place, but we saw a lot in a short amount of time. We took the earliest train into Paris, and now we're taking the latest train out of Paris back to London. It's a pretty easy train station to navigate. We had no issues easily finding our platform. I bid the adieu, Paris. Got some final pastries for Paris from Carton. Got a pain au chocolat for the first one. Got to get some on the long ride back to London. It's a little dry. I mean, I guess we got it late in the day, so it's not as good, but might be like a 3-ish. We'll try the next pastry. Oh, that one's really good. It's like cookie, kind of like a cookie pastry, like sugar cookie with hazelnut cream in the middle. That might be like an 8-ish. Chocolate eclair. It's light, soft, pretty solid. Might give it like 7-ish. Coffee eclair. Coffee one's a little better, about 7.5. Like it though. That was a pretty solid 12-hour speed run in Paris. We were able to see about 6 historic sites, 4 bakeries, 1 fashion museum, and 1 amazing cocktail bar. Thanks for watching. Time to hurry up and give this video a like and a subscribe.